Hey everybody, it's Kendra. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you've been here before. Okay, so my video today is going to be a bean haul from Rancho Gordo. I love Rancho Gordo. They have fabulous heirloom beans. If you have never heard of Rancho Gordo, they are based out of Napa, California, and they sell amazing heirloom dried beans. They sell a bunch of other stuff now. They do have like spices and like popcorn, I don't like grains and stuff, but I go to Rancho Gordo for beans. So because of the pandemic last year, well this year, I mean, because of the pandemic, there's not really a time frame anymore. They have been sold out of so many of their beans. Like, I think before the pandemic, you'd go on their website, there were maybe like 25 varieties of beans. And then during the pandemic, there were maybe like 8 that were actually in stock. But they just had a giant restock a couple weeks ago, and my absolute favorite dried bean came back in stock, so I had to order a whole bunch. So yeah, this is just going to be a very quick little bean haul today. So before I get into my absolute fave, I do have a couple new ones I got. So in no particular order, I got the Mayocoba beans. So this says a classic creamy bean with a thin skin, ideal for soup, side dishes, and stellar as a refried bean, also known as Peruano and Canario. So that's what they look like. Kind of a smaller bean. I think they're about the size of like a black bean. So that one is totally new for me, as well as this one. So this is the Hidatsa Red. So it says, bred by the Hidatsa tribe of the Dakotas, this unique red bean is thin-skinned and dense with a soft, creamy interior. Soups and chilies will benefit from its rich flavor and melt-in-your-mouth texture. Ooh, so that's the front. And then the back. So yeah, these two are a pretty similar size. All right, and then because I have already ordered stuff from Rancho Gordo, I did have some that I wanted to reorder because I like them. Now, I gotta say, my favorite type of dried bean is a big dried bean. You know, like the smaller ones, that works for me for like soup. Okay, I like to put the small ones in soup. Sometimes I will cook them and put them on salads. But the big ones, I love to cook, get them nice and like soft enough to eat, but not like mushy. And I love to put these on a salad. So I got some Christmas Lima beans. So these say all the meat of a conventional Lima with a chestnut flavor, bold enough to handle chilies, curries, or just a drizzle of olive oil. And now just look at these beans. How gorgeous are those? So, I mean, these are pretty big. These, I would say, are almost like an inch long. Big suckers. I have had these before. These are lovely, as are these. These are the Scarlett Runners. I can't decide which one is prettier, the Christmas Limas or the Scarlett Runners. So these ones that also say big meaty beans with a rich bean broth. Serve with a little too much garlic and wild mushrooms for a real treat. One of the oldest New World crops of any kind. And I mean, that is just gorgeous. That kind of light pale purple with the dark purple. What do you think? Which is prettier? Christmas Limas or the Scarlett Runners? Beautiful. So yeah, for both of these, I like to just cook them up. And like, these are big now, but when you cook them, oh my gosh, they become gigantic. Sometimes I like to just eat these plain. I usually do like, you know, some type of sauce with like garlic and olive oil, mustard. Oh my God. So yeah, those babies I love. But the ones I love are these. I got 5 pounds of Royal Coronas. These were out of stock for like a year. I got 1 bag of these with my very first order about a year ago. And then these sold out so quickly. I think they were maybe restocked once, but I just didn't need beans at that time. And I think I had only had like maybe a third of these, so I was like, no, I don't need them. But then I ran out of these, and I just kept using these for salads. They were so fabulous. And I kept checking the website, like, when are these back? When are these back? And then finally, a couple weeks ago, got an email, and I knew I had to get them. I mean, these are monsters. Like, if we compare them to the Christmas Limas, they are even bigger than the Christmas Limas. And legit, when you cook these, I mean, these at least double in size. They are huge. So why do I love these so much? What do I like to do? My absolute favorite thing to do with these. if you can get some really nice, fresh, local arugula, nice peppery arugula. Get a nice bowl, you know, arugula, maybe some red onion, maybe a little radish. Cook these up, put those on there, a little avocado, and then I love to make a super mustardy balsamic vinaigrette. Mustard, like a grainy Dijon mustard. I'm so passionate about this salad. These are so freaking good. Olive oil, a grainy Dijon, balsamic, maybe some chopped up garlic. I have this herb blend called Bouquet Garni, which is amazing. I get it from Penzeys. I should know more about it because it is based on French herbs. Super, super good in that. Some salt, pepper. These beans with like a mustardy vinaigrette and that peppery fresh arugula, it is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous thing. I think they might still have these in stock. I don't know. I just got this delivery like a couple days ago. But yeah, if you've never had Royal Coronas, try them. They are so, so stinking delicious. Now, if you have never cooked a dried bean before, don't worry, because that's exactly where I was a year ago. They're amazing, and dried beans are way better than canned beans. Canned beans are good. You can totally get some good canned beans, but like you're generally not gonna find like Royal Coronas or any of these fancy ones canned. So if you've never cooked a dried bean, this is what I do, especially for the big ones. Usually with the small ones, like I sometimes will soak them, but for the big ones, in general, I always soak them. When I soak them, I'll just put them in a pot, you know, I would say maybe like a quarter of the bag or a third of the bag. I'd put in a pot, put plenty of water in it, and then I put a piece of kombu seaweed in it. I think that's supposed to like add flavor and also give like some iodine to it. Yeah, so I let it soak, I cover it, let it soak. Sometimes I let it soak for like 4 hours, sometimes 8, sometimes 12, sometimes overnight. Just kind of depends when I remember, hey, I should make some beans. And then when I cook it, I usually will drain the water and put in fresh water, but sometimes I don't. And then I just kind of cook it. I usually turn it on like kind of medium high, let it start to boil, let it like really get cooking, and then I'll just turn it down and let it cook for a couple hours. Especially with these really big honkin' beans, they definitely take time to cook. And the first time I did these, I did not cook them enough, and they're not nice. So you definitely want to make sure you cook them enough. But anyway, there are like so many different ideas out there for how to cook beans. Some people say you should soak them. Some people say it's not necessary. Some people say if you do soak it, you should keep the water you soaked it in. Some people say to change it. Some people just like dump the beans in a pot with a bunch of water and just boil it and let it get going, and then that's it. So yeah, there are many different ways to cook dried beans. Do not feel intimidated by dried beans because they're gonna end up delicious, whatever you end up doing. All right, so there you go. Just a quick little bean haul today. Just wanted to stock up on my Royal Coronas, but I did want to get free shipping, so that's why I ordered some other stuff too. Anywho, if you guys have ever tried beans from Rancho Gordo, I would love to hear which ones you love. Also, if you are a member of the Rancho Gordo Bean Club, I'm so envious of you. I'm on the waiting list, but I think the waiting list has like 11,000 people on it. And I'm definitely like way at the end of that. As I mentioned, my absolute faves are the Royal Coronas, but my other absolute fave, which is no longer, it's not even on the Rancho Gordo website. It's not on the in-stock. It's not like with the in-stock beans, and it's also not with the out-of-stock beans. It was called Yellow Indian Woman. I got it a year ago. Just the most delicious, creamy bean. It's a very small bean, like it's kind of a similar size to this like Mayocoba one, but like a really dark, rich, kind of marigold yellow color. Oh my God, they were so creamy. It had this like really beautiful, rich flavor. Fantastic. Okay, my cat is meowing and basically telling me I should stop talking about beans. So Kimchi, I will come give you treats and stop talking about beans. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing great. Have a fabulous weekend. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.